But yeah, what you think about the rehearsal dinner, man?
So, are we going to do something Thursday for the first round of the draft? Because I was like adamant we're not going to schedule a wedding during football season. I did not look at the draft date, so it's on the draft weekend. So
yeah, but it's Saturday,
it's
so it's
Saturday,
like
but that's the third day of the draft. But are we on Thursday? Are we going to do anything for the first, like for the know-it-alls? Are we going to do something for the cover of the first round? Like I know we've done that in the past.
I'm down with that. I mean, we fly out for your wedding Friday morning for me. When you leave, Pay? Half head.
Because on Thursday, listen. Here's what I'm saying. We're gonna be doing a guys' night, cigar night, and I can do it there. I'll just come in and out as far as audio is, and then on Friday we can do something since we're all gonna be down there. We can do something like after the rehearsal dinner and jump on. I may have to jump out a little bit earlier than y'all do, but we can definitely go live from there. Pay got to figure out how to do all the audio in a mixer with all of us.
Pay, scoot down, man.
Might be in one room.
He got taller, Big G. Go ahead.
What the hell?
First of all, pause. Second of all,
how's that a pause? I said scoot
down. Scoot down, Big G.
No, stop. Just stop.
At least he didn't tell him to duck his head down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that. I just said, "Hey, scrunch down."
I get there Thursday because we talked about this already. We got content. We got content to do.
Yeah,
right.
I thought you were coming Thursday.
Right.
Yeah, so we're gonna do cigars, pizza, wings, football stuff.
Man stuff.
Yeah, cocktails.
Not excluding the lady.
Oh,
no.
Thursday evening we kind of are.
Okay.
Mostly are.
Man stuff. Yeah. Red-blooded American. Yeah. Football.
Yeah.
Pizza. We're gonna shoot some shotguns and get in a
dirt bike. Saturday, if you guys want to jump on and talk about anything out there, and then
what's going on? We're out of control.
What? Saturday, if you guys want to jump, I don't know what's wrong. Saturday, if you guys want to jump on and do some videos if you let me finish the sentence, it'd be a lot easier. And shoot some videos from the venue and talk about the draft that day. And there's some content opportunities here. This might end up my wedding may end up with being a write-off for y'all. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it already is. We meeting up and doing something.
Yeah,
I was already planning to write it off.
So listen, I enough of the cold open. We have a lot to talk about this one, especially I know this is Steelers focused, but Cincinnati Bengals, man, we got a lot to talk about. Round it up. We signed Tanner Hudson. Woo!
What?
What?
Get that out. That's trash.
What do you mean?
Tanner Hudson?
Yeah.
No, we got other Bengals news.
That's how we start the show. Tanner Hudson.
We got some serious Bengals news to talk about. We got serious
Tanner
news
Hudson.
to talk about.
Nothing bigger than Tanner Hudson.
Shout out to the Lions.
No, Sam Hubbard and the other defensive end. And
I don't remember it.
Joseph don't sound like big news.
Yeah. Joseph Osai. Yeah, we'll talk about Joseph Osai.
Oh no, his name is you know what his name is. He's seeking a trade, and we got to talk about T. Higgins with the franchise. Oh, I know. I just got to sit there and think about it. It's just too many of them that's trying to get up out of there.
It's too many of them, huh?
Yeah, it's too many of them trying to get up out of there.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is.
Tim said, listen, Tate already knows the skinny about it because he listened to us yesterday. Big G doesn't even listen to me when I'm on the show with him. He's asking me questions in our chat that I answered on the show last Friday.
Well, I'm gonna find out today. I don't really ain't got time to talk crazy about anybody else's team and all whatever else.
But you do.
We got a lot. No, not really. I can ask questions. I'm gonna ask questions. But we got a lot going on over Pittsburgh. So
Midwest Stugotz.
No,
let's get into it, man. I want to hear some Steelers drama too.
Yeah, I ain't got time. We got a lot going on.
Bosa overpay.
Bosa's overpaid.
That's the reason why he got cut. Yeah. The big news is he got cut from the Chargers. The Chargers don't have Khalil Mack under contract either. That's the bigger part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Okay. There's a lot going on. It's a lot going on with the NFL, period. It's a lot going on with the NFL.
There's a whole lot going on.
It's an off season anymore.
Yeah, and this is like nuts. Some of the stuff that's happened over the last couple of days. And it's not going to do nothing but just keep turning it up until as we get closer to Monday and Tuesday. It's going because the frenzy is legit starting Monday. And it's already started realistically.
Bruh, man, from the fifth floor, want to know if Pay's better. We got Afton over here, Quiet Father, TD, T Tate, Tim Lyons. We got Robert. We'll call him Bob. Anthony Godwin. We got a good group over here. Blackjack Novak. That's a great name. Jared Devil.
Yeah. Anthony Godwin. You said Anthony Godwin's over
Jack
here, bro?
Bauer. Yeah. Craig Werlo. We got Claude Bishop.
Oh my God.
Get the keys out.
Oh my God. Claude, I can't wait till you see this new graphic that we got for you, bro.
G-Stacks, Danny Littlejohn. We got a squad already. Let's go.
Tate, is the graphic ready yet, bro? Is it ready?
Nah, we have it ready for Wednesday though.
Yeah, Claude. I can't wait. I can't wait, Claude. Oh, I can't wait, Claude. Oh my God.
Boy, Somber up in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who else? Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody in the live chat that's joining us. Shout out to my family, T Tate. Shout out to my nephew who's not here at the house, but my niece is getting married tomorrow. So right now at my house, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephew, who's 17, he just turned 18. He's 18, senior high school, staying in my podcast room here. I got a little day couch over there, pull-out couch. Sleeps on that, but it's turned into a teenager room right now. So he's going to the rehearsal dinner with his dad and stuff. And I'm in here and video games are hooked up and stuff is not right. I don't even know what's going on, man. I told him, whatever you do, you make sure when you leave, you put my shit back right. Because I don't got time to be trying to do technical stuff. I call Pay for that when I need help.
Facts. Pay said you can kick rocks. Pay said he ain't doing that.
No, I asked him, yeah. It's like you HR, Big G.
Yeah.
Pay is IT.
Yeah.
B Dirt's our marketing guy.
Hey, well,
and I'm apparently Tyrant Tate.
You're the producer.
No problem with it.
You're the producer. You're the producer.
Y'all wasn't calling no producer last week.
No, that's what I am.
He's the chairman of the board.
But yeah,
that sounded too much like Claude. That sounded too much like Claude. No, that sounded too much like
Kim
Claude.
Jong Tate. Ooh, a little harsh. That. A little harsh.
Tim called me King John. Afton, find me. What I do already?
That's a good one, Tim. You're leading today's MVP.
You said poo-poo caca a different way.
For the King John Tate?
No.
Ship him. Ship him, bro.
You did not.
Ship him right up the back. Ship him.
You
ship him.
Not.
You know where to ship him to?
You did not.
I'm not shipping Lieutenant to his capital yet.
No poop emoji. You use a little bit of an aggressive word for it is all.
Oh, yeah, I got somebody out there called me the ambassador. That's a good title. Thank you, T. I'm just gonna call you T. Not gonna say your last name because we don't want any type of nepotism perceived or anything like that. Oh, Tate Putin.
Tate Putin. That's an instant classic. That's an instant classic. Instant classic.
Tate Putin. Okay. All right, fellas. Well, yeah, y'all kind of talked out what we're gonna get into, and we're gonna jump to a quick break.
Tanner Hudson.
Jump to a quick break, and Tanner Hudson. I know that name. What is he? What position do he play? Okay. Yeah.
Boom.
But so we're gonna jump to a quick break. Play the intro. And after the intro is done, we're gonna start right back. But if you're watching on YouTube, you know how it goes. We're not going anywhere. Stay with us. We just have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers on the audio side. Pay some bills around Fans First Sports Network and Steel Curtain Network. Appreciate everybody. those that's watching us from Running Through the Jungle and the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fans and everybody else, man, tap into all those channels. I mean, it's nothing to tap in, right? All you got to do is go hit the subscribe button. That's it. That's all we want you to do for all them channels. Rock with us.
Don't try it, pal. Don't try it, pal. Go ahead and put yourself over. Yeah. Don't
what
try
I say?
It, pal.
Tell me what I said.
No, I'm not repeating it, but you said.
Give me a hint, man. You allowed to say it if I said it. I gotta know what I said.
No way, Jose. All you know is just automatic get up in the Diddy land, bro.
I said tap in.
Oh yeah, get up over there. Man.
I didn't. That's
tap
fine.
in.
That's not it.
That's not a fine.
That's a fine. Man. That's a fine.
Tap it.
Derailing the show. That's a fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Big G, you get it. Pause.
That's a fine.
That was crazy.
And no Diddy.
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
But yeah, so go ahead, get the algorithm up. After the algorithm off, we're gonna take a quick pause, and then when the intro's over, we're gonna come back and get to it. So thanks everybody for rocking with us. Let's get this show on the road.
What's up, homie?
And we're back on a Friday episode of The Homies. Thank you guys for joining us and rocking with us. Appreciate each and every one of you that's here this evening. Everybody in the live chat that's already commented and called me Tate Putin and King Jung Tate and Tyrant Tate and everything. Appreciate all of it. It's all love, right? All from a good place because we all family in here. But hey, man, let's go ahead and get this football thing started, man. It seems like the least amount of noise and the most work to do is coming up there from the shores of Lake Erie. Cleveland Browns. So Myles Garrett wants out of there. He requested a meeting with Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam don't want no parts of the meeting. Told him you meet with Andrew Berry. I ain't meeting with you. So I don't know what's going on. The whole thing. What'd you say, Pay?
That's what bosses do. Delegate.
Yeah,
I ain't here to meet. I don't meet with the help. Go talk to that guy.
Right. That's what I hired him for.
Wow. Yeah.
That day, that's a real life thing though. You know, but so that's the deal with Myles Garrett. The fan base is up in arms because they don't like the way they did they one true loyal Browns through and through. Nick Chubb cut him out of there.
Yep.
And then when I'm paying $3 million for all his years of service, I mean, hey, I like Nick Chubb on the cheap, but I give him an opportunity year or two after ACL injury. I mean, it could be discussed for the right price, $2.5, $3 million. I might would give him a shot.
How many years did Nick Chubb play there?
8.
That's long enough. In fact, to me, 2 years longer than necessary. Out of here.
Well, that's what they did, but before his injury, he averaged 5.1 yards a carry for his career. He's a second best running back in Browns history.
Okay.
Whoa.
He maybe that's debatable. But what they got to do it now? Are you the second best running back in Browns history now? Are you the second best running back on this roster? I don't think so. Adios.
They didn't want to give him $5 million, and they suck. They're giving Deshaun Watson over almost $40 million, over 36. So they reworked his deal, but so they're paying him. No, get rid of him and eat that loss. Let Nick Chubb get his $5 million. He wants to retire, Brown. Not many people say that.
No one's afforded the ability to retire with the team that drafted them. Two lessons that ain't fair. Two things that ain't fair: football and life. Nick Chubb struck out on both of them.
He struck out on life?
Life ain't fair. That's why injuries. Life ain't fair. Football ain't fair either.
I'm curious, AG, because you were the most demonstrative. If you don't think he's the second best running back in Browns history, Nick Chubb isn't. Who would you put at number 2?
Mac. He was
Kevin
a
Mack.
beast. Yes.
Is the 6th most rushing yards in Browns history with 5,123.
Thanks for the facts, B-Dirt. Thanks for the facts.
He split carries with Biner.
Okay, so if you add, hold on a second. If you add them up, you finally get past Nick Chubb.
Return of the Mac.
Ernest Biner had 3,364. By quick math, about 1,500 yards.
Who has more yards per carry? I know Nick Chubb 5.1. At least before this past year. He only played in 8 games.
Carry, he's still at 5.1. Kevin Mack's at 4.0. Ernest Biner's at 3.9.
Big G, get out of here with your hot takes, man.
Different era.
Kevin Mack averaged 51 yards a game. Ernest Biner, 34 yards a game. Nick Chubb, 80.5.
Different era.
The only football players in Browns history that have more rushing yards than Nick Chubb are Leroy Kelly and Jim Brown. And Leroy Kelly only averaged 4.2 yards a carry. Jim Brown did average 5.2.
Yeah. And that's a different era too. He was playing against plumbers and postmen and
Big G, who?
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. He wasn't playing against nobody.
I'm sure I've heard you before. Jim Brown's a top 2 running back. At the very least, I've heard you say that before. Now he's playing against plumbers and all that. He played against Dick Buckets, Big G.
Come on, dog. There was like one of them. Now, during different eras, there was different type dudes, bro. There was different dudes. He's still the greatest running back, but no, Biner and Mack, no, bro. No. That's Chubb, no. No.
I think this is awkward. I mean, Chubby is usually Big G's favorite, but y'all put him in a corner. Y'all put G and Chubby in the corner.
I'm not. You know what? That's a no ditty.
I think Big G said that Chubby had a little bit of a soft year.
Yeah, you don't separate the man with his Chubby.
Chubby was a little soft this year. I get it, Big G. We're good.
That's no Diddy all over the place, bro.
It happened.
No Diddy all over the place. No Diddy.
Brumman asked, he said Deshaun Watson just got a contract restructured. So is that true?
It is true.
It is.
Pay you the money, man. How much that free up for him?
I think I read 32 million. 32
million in the 30s.
I mean, that just moves this contract. That just moves the eventual punishment that they're going to get financially back some time, back a year.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah. Good idea with the increase in salary cap every year, though.
Yeah,
take a little of the sting off.
Keep kicking the can down the road as you get more bread. That makes sense.
Yeah. Kicking the can down the road is never a good idea, but in this case, it will soften.
Pay. Unless you ready to win now, kicking the can down the road can work in that way. They're nowhere close to that. They may as well just tear that thing apart and go ahead and
talking about the Browns. So
Tate,
yes, sir.
To your point there, if you kick the can down the road, you get the 17th, 14th, 13th overall pick. If you just eat your medicine, you get the 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 4th. You get the top of the draft.
What kind of?
But they're doing that anyway. They was second anyway. They kicked the can down the road and still got a second.
But they kicked the can down for this year so they could add more pieces. The $32 million more to the salary cap.
Yeah.
So if they're adding pieces this year, I mean, why not just keep taking the medicine and get another good draft pick next year? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Agree, Big G.
Yeah,
they're gonna get a good draft pick next year. Only question is, will it be better than this year's draft pick? It's gonna be somewhere around this year's draft pick.
Tate, look at this dude, dog.
Go ahead. You know where to send them. You got it. the old country. The old country.
Claude Bishop.
I don't think the old country out here, though.
Man. I don't know if it is. Thank you for the $2. He said, thanks for showing up, pay, and be dirt. So you think he's got to go to the old country, man?
That's on the Know-It-Alls channel. He just got to go to his homeland.
I gotta find it. Hold on.
Thanks for the due super chat, Quad. You know we appreciate you, man. All the time.
So I'm looking at Deshaun Watson's restructure, create roughly $36 million in cap space for the latest restructure, which I think this is their third restructure of that contract. The Browns were about $23 million over the cap before it processed. And I think Watson in the next year, it's going to come back to bite them in the next year. But unless they can find some wiggle room with the cap again, but the NFL cap is fugazi. It's not a real thing.
The NFL cap is cap.
That is facts. That is facts.
If the cap was real, the New Orleans Saints would not be allowed to field a team at all. But here we go.
They'd be folded. If it was real, they'd fold as an organization. They would fold. Because they are so far above it, but they push stuff down the road and restructure this, that, and this. It will be over. It will be over for them. They're losing money, and that's a damn shame. They are losing money.
They're only $12 million under the cap with that move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but they were negative though, right? I mean, so
yeah,
they were in the red. So any little move is better. They got
more guys making over $10 million than the Steelers.
The facts.
How's that true?
Look at the pieces they paid for.
Excellent segue.
Yeah, look at the pieces. They paid for a lot.
What you saying, Toupe? Go ahead and say it.
No, B Dirt segued right into Pittsburgh.
So it was what we call set in volleyball. Whoop.
Yeah.
Right to the Steelers.
We got
hey, and both of you watched the ball just fall. Whoop.
We're not paying a lot of people over $10 million a year, not close to New Orleans. But I want to go ahead and go to and then we're going to take our break after this. Go to the Ravens real quick, Pay. Let us know what's going on with them. Then we'll take a break. Now, I feel like the Bengals and the Steelers have the most to get into, so we'll rock out with that.
No, the Ravens are quiet right now. I think this is right where you're supposed to be. The Browns, the Bengals, and the Steelers are dominating the conference, the division rather, right now as far as pre-free agent news. The Ravens are trying to keep what they got going on. Trying to keep what they got going on in-house. The only thing is, they haven't said they're not bringing back Ronnie Staley, so you would assume that they're going to try to re-sign him. And if that's the better for it.
Well,
because they only got 11.6 million left.
Oh. What about the Derrick Henry restructure? They're gonna give him more money, not Saquon money, but he gonna get some bag.
He's making 13 this year, 12.9.
What? 12.9. 12.9. I thought he had signed 2 years. So did they give it to him already? I thought he signed 2 years at $8 million a year, and they was gonna bump it up.
Derrick Henry is
He got the big froze. Look at Pay face.
Well, Derrick Henry, I mean, he did have 1,800 yards. They did have an 1,800 yard season.
He had almost 2K. He was like 1970. He was like 1970. And to that point, that's a perfect segue. Big G. And we get into it more in overtime. But is the running back market trending up?
Sound like he needs to get in a year too.
Is it trending up for the top 3 or 4 or 5 guys? Yeah. But all the middle of the pack dudes, anybody not in the top 5, you hit. Because they got so many running backs in this year's draft, and they going for cheap labor, dog. They're going for cheap labor. Them top 4 or 5, they're going to get their bread. Derrick Henry, Saquon, Gibbs out of Detroit, maybe Jacobs. I think he already got a big bag already. But
he got his deal.
Top 4 or 5, they cool. They cool.
What about James Cook? He said he won 15.
James Cook is about to be saying
Josh Jacobs is making less than Derrick Henry right now. He's getting 11.3.
Yeah, they might restructure and give him a little bit. Them top 4 or 5, but the other ones, it's the cheap labor. It's cheap labor. I already done told y'all there's going to be 10 running backs picked within the first 66 picks. I already told you that. It's cheap labor out there, dog.
The the market gonna be upside down. You're gonna have the haves and the have-nots, right?
Yeah. It's this was the fastest running back class in NFL history. Fastest running back in NFL history. And they're not little dudes. These dudes are nice size running backs, and the film matches what they did at the combine and stuff like that. Oh, bro, they're out of here. I'll tell you a straight up signal that happened today. Gino went to the Raiders. Genty is going to the Raiders. I promise you that's what's going to happen. Genty to the Raiders because they got
they may be trying to make a move for DK.
Yeah, they might. But Genty going to Raiders, dog. That's
they got an octogenarian as a coach. They got to win now, man.
That's facts. That's facts. So yeah, the running back market about to be crazy. And don't be shocked if 3 or 4 of them go in the first round. Don't be shocked.
Well,
Do not be shocked.
Not be shocked. I mean, you should see 3 or 4 running backs in the first round.
Yep.
Well, Big G got a bet with Rob Lightfoot. I think
that's all. Big G, you might as well start paying that now. Start getting your coins in.
Yeah, Rob might as well get it together.
Oh.
10 in the top 66. Rob hit. Give me my bread. Give my bread.
And before we go to break, real quick, come back, talk, let B Dirt give us his information on the Bengals and stuff. The national media been talking about the Bengals, talking about Burrow might want out of there and stuff like that, but we'll get it from B Dirt. We hear it from B Dirt.
Whoa.
We hear it from B Dirt.
B Dirt almost had a heart attack when he said that. I said, what? Burrow went out of there? Oh my God.
Claude, thank you again for another super chat. He said, "Pay B Dirt, how many running backs get drafted in the first 2 rounds?" And your Big G thinks that 16.
Who's driving?
I said there would be. The bet is before pick 66, there will be 10 running backs off the board. That's the bet, guys. The clear Claude up. See how it comes out of the matrix and the information is just jacked up. That's just what happened. The bet is 60. The bet is before pick 66, 10.
So why are we going into the 3rd round? What's the purpose of that?
I don't know.
You call 66, Big G.
64 is the first 2 rounds. 64 is the first 2 rounds.
66. Yep, I call it pick 66.
So if the number if the second pick in the 3rd round is a running back and that's number 10, who wins?
Me.
How? You said before pick 66.
So I guess Claude would. No, Rob Lightfoot would.
What was your question, Pay?
Such a weird bet. Why the second pick in the 3rd round is the line of delineation? I don't understand this.
That's 66 was my number. When I set my big board and I did the draft board, I said 66, 10 running backs will be going by 66.
Okay. All right.
Another super chat. Danny Littlejohn. Gino going to Vegas. What does it mean for Sanders that he's not going to Vegas?
It means the Pittsburgh Steelers can draft him late 1st round.
Maybe.
Ooh, it's hot take.
Maybe. What it means is a free fall. What it means is that if he gets past the Jets, and the Giants, it's a free fall. That's what that means. It's a free fall.
Okay, we go ahead. Well, I'm just gonna say we can talk about that on the other side. We're gonna take our quick first break, and we'll talk about Shedeur and talk about the Bengals and the Steelers and how Shedeur could potentially fit with the Steelers. Talk about the TJ Hendrickson, what's going on with him, and and I know B Dirk's boy T Higgins, he got franchise tagged. I know he put out a tweet saying that's cap. So we'll get some feelings on what's
tweet. That's cap was before that.
It was before that.
Yeah.
Well, he already knew he was getting franchise tagged, so he knew that's what it was about. What it was about.
Everybody knew it was going to happen, and they're still negotiating. That's not you guys. The bloviation. Oh wow.
Let's give them hell, B Dirt, on the other side of the break, though.
Yep.
You watching on YouTube, you know how it goes down. Stay with us. We right back after this. And we're back on the homies Friday night. I'm here with the homies, the fellas. B Dirt in the building, Big G, the homie Pay, and myself, Tate. Fellas, we've already talked briefly about the Browns and their whole situation, what's going on. The Ravens is walking in silence, carrying the big stick. So we know how that's going down, or we don't know how it's going down, but we know what we expect from the Ravens typically.
Ooh.
That's Dredge with the super chat. Go ahead and read it, B Dirt.
Says the Sanders circus with Tomlin and Pickens would be absolutely insufferable.
That's
pay-per-view.
That's cap.
Box
That's
office.
Cap.
You put him right back on what's the TV show?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Put him right back on Hard Knocks.
Well,
that's cap.
They made the playoffs. Cap. They're not eligible.
Yeah, we'll never got to go.
Well, you made the playoffs the time before, and you still were on it last year. So I don't know how.
Well, that was a new thing. That was a division show.
Doesn't matter. Make up a new rule because that's good television.
True.
TV is the moneymaker, but you know, they Rooney got pulled with old Raj. But anyway, B Dirt, tell us about the Bengals, man. What's going on? I'm hearing bad stuff. I'm watching First Take and some of the national shows, the Breakfast and Ball and all that kind of stuff. Talking about Mike Brown's cheap and Joe Burrow, if they don't get this right, could went out there. They said he told them basically what he wants them to do at his Super Bowl interview. That's what they're saying on the.
He did kind of the he did kind of I want to call it like a tour for his guys, right? Which is great for a leader to do. I have no qualms about it. And I feel like if they don't all get done, but they mostly get done, I mean, I don't think he's going to be upset, right? If they do the right thing for the team. I don't think they're doing this without him knowing. I would be surprised if that was the point at this point in time in his career. If they don't, then shame on them. You know what I mean? There should be a phone call to him at this point. I truly believe that. Now, I'm holding off right now because there's a lot of negativity. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Throughout history, the Bengals have ran their franchise inefficiently. I don't like some of the things they do, but Mike Brown isn't the end-all, say-all anymore. Like, he doesn't have, it's the Blackburn family and the next generation. Katie Blackburn, his daughter, and husband and her sister. Those are the people that are in that room now. Now, does he have veto power? I'm sure he does. Mike Brown probably still has veto power, but he's not doing the day-to-day things. I'm not upset yet. I'll say that, but I don't like some of the things Duke Tobin has said publicly about, wanting to like sign his guys. We're and he did make it seem like Jamar Chase is going to be the highest paid non-quarterback. He said, we're working on a deal. It's very important we get that deal done. He did treat Trey like the other guy, right? He was like, and Trey, we're in negotiations. We'd like to keep him here. He deserves a raise, yada, yada, yada. But he wasn't as demonstrative with him. So it made me writing on the wall, right? So I don't know if that led to a different conversation and, behind closed doors or what. I'm okay with him. What I'm hearing is at age 31, he's going into his season where he's going to be 31, that he wants 3 years extended. So I guess 4 years between 31 and 35. And on the Run It Through the Jungle podcast last night, I went through some Hall of Famers here and what their production was between 31 and 35. Bruce Smith in those 4 seasons had 48 sacks. Oh. Reggie White had 47.
Oh.
Jason Taylor had 40. But that's the anomaly. What's normal is Lawrence Taylor had 28 and a half. Terrell Suggs had 22 and couldn't even finish those 4 years because he got injured twice. Dwight Freeney did finish those years, but had 17 sacks in those 4 years. So I start, you're playing with fire when you get into that age of an edge rusher. I'm not upset about this, about getting a pick for him or shopping him out there. I'm not upset if they bring it back to the table and still re-sign. If they don't do the right thing, like I said on the show last Friday, and at least get something for these guys, because they never used to do that. My problem with the way the Bengals used to handle business, they'd let you play out your contract and then sayonara when they didn't want to pay you. Either get something for them, get off of that contract, spend the money elsewhere, or re-sign them. So one or the other. And if they're going to be proactive and do one or the other, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, if they don't do that with T, or even worse, if they don't re-sign or figure it out with Jamar Chase, I will burn the whole thing down. I'll be on here, first one, holding everybody's feet to the fire, set them all on flames. Because said it, Joe Burrow's too good for them to sit around and just go through the daily motions of their jobs. He deserves excellence from the front office on down, ownership included.
Hey man, B-Dirt, I'm gonna let you handle that, dog. That's you and Mark Malone, dog. It seemed like every week something was going on over there, dog.
Listen, some people are fans, some people are haters. I'm fueled by the haters. Bring it on. I don't care. Sponsored by the hate.
So, B-Dirt, I got a question, and I'm just asking, okay? I think fair compensation for both Higgins and for Hendrickson is second and third round picks, right? Would you be able to live with that if that's the compensation?
So you're thinking Trey is a third round pick? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I'm saying you're either going to get, I think for Hendrickson, you get one pick. I think for Higgins, you get two. But I don't think you get a first for either one of them.
Here's what I'm okay with. I'm okay with a top 42 pick for Higgins.
Okay.
So you got to get me in that top 10-ish area.
Okay. Of the second round.
Of the second round.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm at pick 36, okay, 38, 40, whatever. But Trey's going to be mid to late second round. I mean, that's just what it is, because whoever's taking on that responsibility is going to give a aging player a $30 million contract a year.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's on the market is because he wants 3 more years.
That's facts.
That's tough to swallow.
Well, does he have a market that will do that?
It'll be somebody that wants to get over the edge, right?
That is exactly why they told him to go find a trade partner. Yeah. You see this all the time when, a player in the team, they can't come to an agreement. And they'll say, you know what? You can seek a trade. That's not them saying that we don't want you. That's them saying that we won't trade you, because if we wanted to trade you, we'd have did it without your permission. We'd have did it with, we did it already. That's us telling, we're going to have you humble yourself real quick. Go out there, and once somebody else tells you that everybody else tell you that they're not giving you what you're asking us for, come on back and go ahead and take this.
Yeah, it's a second opinion about your market value, is what it is.
Exactly.
Seek a second opinion about your market value. Now, would I see a team that's on the cusp try to push themselves over like that? Detroit Lions, would you be willing to do that? If I'm them, I might, because they're that close.
Washington Commanders will do it. They just got rid of Allen. They got rid of Big Boy Allen. They'll go get him.
Maybe. I think the Rams were close to the Eagles. I don't think the Rams need that, though. That's one of their strengths right now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think Hendrickson finds his way back to Cincinnati.
And he'll get 2 years
for less bread.
And he'll get 2 years for $60 million, 58, something like that.
Yeah. And that's what I commented on the Running Through the Jungle podcast last night. They just let them go out, see the market, see what he's worth, what you can get, then bring it on back to us, your offer sheet, whatever they potentially want to sign. We know you want to be here, Trey Hendrickson. We'll match that. If you go out somewhere they give you a 3-year extension at $30, $32 million a year, then you got to go get that. But we can't give you that. But we can give you 2 years, $54 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also, I don't think his trade value is a second. I think he's a third or a fourth, in my opinion. I think it's trade, and I think he'll figure that out. I think he'll figure that out fast.
So what I've already been told, you know, the ground, the streets, as you would say, G, the streets are out there saying that there is an offer late second round right now.
Late second, okay. Late second, early third. Yeah, I'm with that. But I don't think nobody's giving no high second. Not for him. Now Higgins is a different story.
Well, not for him because
Higgins production
Higgins is younger.
And age. You're nailing the head. Age has a lot to do with that. 26 versus 31. Big difference.
Look what Almighty said. He said TJ definitely looked a lot less pliable last season, even with fully healthy and making plays. So you're saying TJ looked less than Hendrickson last year? That's what you're saying?
Less than the year before. TJ versus his year before. I think I know what he's saying there. TJ later in the second half of the year didn't look like he did in the first half of the year. Those little nagging injuries and banged up as you hit 30-ish and go, they're harder to get through.
Yeah.
And the lack of flexibility far as, you know, schematically, you know what I mean? TJ has to be willing to move and be used as like a wild card in different places in the front seven.
He doesn't. So when you look at the Max Crosby deal versus the Trey Hendrickson and what he's seeking, Max Crosby's got seasons 85, 90 tackles.
Facts. That's facts.
That's almost those 2 years are almost Trey Hendrickson's career tackles. Yeah. Like he's a 40, 45 tackles a year guy.
How old is Max Crosby? How old is he?
28.
28, okay.
3 years younger. He's going to his 28. He'll be turned 28 October, I believe. But you look at it, it's like that's the difference is Trey Hendrickson does one thing from one spot on the field.
Yeah.
Is he really great at it? Absolutely. I love having him on the team. I love watching him. I hope he's there, you know, next year. But at the end of the day, am I going to pay you top dollar in the league at 31 years old for 4 more years so that you can do that one thing from that one spot and hope that you're still good at it 4 years from now? Probably not.
We're in the same spot with TJ Watt. I mean, I understand with the Steelers and all A, B, C, and D, but I'm trading. I'm trading. But you're going to get the best value you can get for him right now.
Gee, when you said that you're going to end up giving him 4 or 5 more years, I said timeout. At his age, you're not going to pay him till 35. The way he plays,
I wouldn't do it, but they're going to do it. And it
reckless abandon for his body.
3 at the most. 3 at the most. 3 at the most. I agree with 5 years. I'm 5 years.
I'm with y'all, but I'm telling you, they're going to do the same thing. And they shouldn't do it. They should get up off of TJ Watt right now. They need to get up off of TJ Watt and Minka right now.
So if TJ Watt says, I'll do 3 years, I want more than Max Crosby, give me 3 for 110, what do you say?
Nope. I ain't doing it.
Now, here's a good question. Does he have another year left in his contract, or is he restricted free agent?
He's got time. They could just restructure TJ and put some years on him. But TJ is going to demand that he's the highest player.
They could extend him. He's got 1 year left?
Yep.
So trade value, what do you think trade value is for him?
Watt will get a first.
Yeah.
Watt will get a first. TJ Watt will get a first. If they traded him, it might not be a high first, but they'll get a first-round draft pick for him.
Mid-first?
Yeah, team that thinks that they're close.
Just like we said with Nick Chubb, whether you agree with it or not, they want TJ to be a lifelong Steeler. And I don't think TJ is egotistical where I want 3 years, 110. He might he got what? Max probably got 3 years, 106.
Yep.
TJ might say, give me 3 years, 106.5. He might want to be the highest paid, but he don't got to be exceedingly the highest paid. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't think he'll be that difficult to work with. When he did his last deal, he got time to the end, down to the end when he was holding in and stuff like that, like guys do nowadays. He left his agent out the business, went into Dan Rooney's office and told him, let's get this done. Him and TJ got it done.
Now here, I joked a lot at the beginning of the show about Tanner Hudson. Tanner Hudson's a good backup tight end, and with Eric all hurt this year, he's going to be a solid piece for us. But what I really hope Tanner Hudson is, and I like, Pay, you'll get this right away. Tate, Big G, I want you to think back to your days, back when you was going to the clubs, having a good time. You was out there, had your eyes on 2, 3, 4 ladies. You was trying to holler at whatever. And then, week after week, you just weren't quite getting anywhere with them. So, man, you had to leave them 9s and 10s alone for a second and say, give me that 3 tonight. I got to get back on a winning streak. Tanner Hudson's our 3. We got him.
You need to
bagged him.
You got to start.
Let's go after it now. We got some confidence.
Start the streak up.
Yeah.
And by any means necessary, I'll be there.
Any means necessary.
Doesn't matter about how I feel emotionally when I wake up after I realize what I did.
No, you go to the shower and get rid of that. That's it.
Okay. I understand. Tim Lyons for the $5. This is Watt's final year on a contract. How's the contract talks going right now with him? They're trying to extend it. We've already answered. They're trying to do it. And I don't agree with it. I mean, I personally don't do it. You can get max value for TJ Watt right now today. Max value. You get a first for him. Trading, man. I mean, there's no freaking way.
That's easy to say, but you got some guys, Big G, especially the Steelers. They're gonna keep him. That ain't gonna give him no 5 years. I think TJ is still a good player. They just gotta adjust the schematics of the situation, and you'll see more production from him. He just had 19 sacks year before last. He still had 12 or something this year, and didn't move around. He didn't create the best opportunities for himself because of his own inability to not want to move around. We thought it was the play calling. TJ don't want to move.
That's facts. You're absolutely right, bro. But they can't run it back with him doing the same things he did last year. We agree on that. Yeah, he won't make it through a season. The Steelers' defense is on the field more than the offense. They are. So even if it's a 50-50 split, he won't make it through a full season without getting one of those nagging injuries because he gets double teamed and chipped all day, night, all day, every day. He just can't do it. Not anymore. So, and unless they draft a guy to go behind him to say, okay, look, you could take some snaps from him so that way we save some of the injury issues. Because Nick Herbig, and people always say, well, Herbig's the replacement. Herbig is a little dude, dog. He's little. And so he can't fight the run like Watt does. So Herbig's not the solution. Now, can he give him a break? Yeah. But you got to get a bona fide edge rusher that's a dog to get behind Watt if you're going to try to extend him and make his career go longer and keep him in Pittsburgh. If not, we're going to run into the same stuff that we ran in with Bill Roethlisberger. He was entirely too long, entirely too old, and we just kept paying him and keeping him around, and we watched him just diminish and fall off the ledge. I don't want to go through that again because when Roethlisberger walked out the door, Watt became the face of the Steelers. I don't want to go through that again. I just don't want to do it.
So I agree with you in relation to this, right? I have that part of the Patriots dynasty. I'd rather get off of a Richard Seymour a year early and trade him while he still got value than hold on to him a year too long. And that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. And same thing with Trey Hendrickson, extending him past next year. I understand being uncomfortable with it. The part I don't like is Duke Tobin sitting at a microphone less than 3 days before that saying, Trey's our guy, deserves a raise. We want to get him re-signed.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Just say that, well, negotiations are ongoing.
Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And going back to your point with Big Ben, Big G, I think Big Ben got out of town. He was 30, 38.
Yeah.
He's all about TJ Watt gonna be around when he's 38. TJ Watt, he gonna be 32 this season coming.
Mm-hmm.
He'll turn 32 this year. In 25, he'll turn 32.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so if he got 1 year left, they extend 2 years, he'd be 34, 35 when he's coming out. And I still think he has a lot of the same abilities he's had. I mean, he's older. He's probably not as twitchy and as fast as he was, but he's more powerful now. A lot more bull rush capabilities, moving around. I mean, the Steelers have to change their scheme, man. They don't blitz no more. They don't bring They don't bring A-gap blitzes that much. They don't blitz from the nickel spot no more. Yep. They have to change their philosophy.
That's facts. As Dresden hit it on the head, man. Herbig is too small to make it through an entire season, and he's poor against the run. That's facts. That's facts, bro.
TJ Watt, 31 in October.
Okay, yeah, see? Younger than I thought. So, yeah, he'd be good for a 2-year extension because he's under contract next year. He'd be good for a 2-year extension, Big G.
Mm-hmm. If he goes for that, but we'll see.
Shout out to the homie S. Dre.
That's the fact, Jack.
So, yeah, but all right, well, Big G, let's go ahead and finish up this little Steelers stuff. So, what's going on Steelers Nation, Big G? First things first, the quarterback. What's the deal with Justin Fields?
We got hot $2 out there.
Whatever you dudes is out there that's doing this, I don't know who this is.
This one is from Big G's Just for Men beer. Thanks for the $2. Big G had us waking up next to ones back in the day. That somebody knows you well.
Hey, I don't know, man. I'm not incriminating myself. I'm being quiet.
Waking up to ones.
Yeah.
When I say you get a slump buster, you take that 3.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. A 1 is a 10 at 1 a.m. Let them know, Big G.
Hey, I don't know nothing about you talking about. I've been married longer than everybody on this panel. I don't know what none of y'all's talking about.
You know what? You're right.
I'm approaching 30 years. I don't know nothing about that life no more.
Big G.
You know, y'all out there that cutting up.
Big G. Big G.
I don't know.
Big G, there was definitely before you was married. Definitely one night.
Wait. I'm the dry snitch. Hold on. Let me get it back.
But I'm just gonna say it was definitely one night. Big G was the man. Like we went out a few different places and stuff, and Big G was getting picked everywhere. Like I got on that night because of Big G. You remember
I don't want my face on this clip.
That is fact. That is fact.
My face out this one.
It was like I was a hometown hero coming home, and every place we went, they was like, "Oh, G," and I was like, "Dang, man, I'm really the guy like that." Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take this one and that one. Oh, let's go.
Oh, whoa.
I caught
another super chat. $2.
Go ahead. I caught some Big G leftovers.
No did.
Hold on, Clive Bishop. Someone's hacked his phone. He said, "Great insight, Tate and Big G."
Claude, we agree on something?
Put him in the Matrix, Big G.
No, I'm not for what?
This is a great insight.
This is a bizarro world. That's what I'm saying. He's somewhere. He lost.
Well, somebody that captured your phone, dog. We already know somebody that cracked or see your computer. They hacked. It's Claude Bishop's doppelganger. It's his doppelganger, bro. Because we agreed. I couldn't believe it.
Damn, Robert, not nice.
No, see, that ain't true, Robert. Get out of here, dog. Get out of here.
Come on, man. That's too much.
Robert, are you married and how long have you been married?
Robert,
the Matrix. I've been married almost 30 years, bro.
To the Matrix, Robert. Send him. Get him out of here.
You gotta go. You gotta go be there.
Gotta go. I'm not even saying out loud for the audio folks. Matrix.
Yep. We handled it. We took care of it. So, Tate, what you want to talk about with the Steelers, man?
Okay, quick rundown, man. The quarterback situation. What's going on?
It's trash. It's. I really want to say, the BS word. Right now, it is because
whatever, Skyler.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of something like that. Yep. But it's ridiculous. Now I got a prediction. I think how it's going to go, and I might be dead wrong. But I think right now, based on the couple of quarterback moves that's happened over the last few days, if I had to predict it right now, this is what I would say. I think the Seattle Seahawks is going to sign Sam Darnold. I think that the New York Football Giants is going to sign Aaron Rodgers. I think the New York Jets is going to end up with Kirk Cousins. And I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to end up with either Russie or Justin Fields. If I had to bet right now, based on how it's been moved.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Giants going to end up with Aaron Rodgers. Yep. That's my opinion. Because the Giants is going to use Rodgers as a bridge. And the Jets are not ready. The Jets feel like that if they just upgrade their quarterback position and they believe in it, maybe Cousins is an upgrade over Aaron Rodgers, they'll do it. But we're going to end up with either Justin or Russie.
So let's gun to your head. Is it Justin or is it Russie?
I would say right now it's Justin, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was Russie.
So let's say we'll go with your Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Where would Russie end up then?
Shoot, ain't no telling. Somebody who needs a quarterback, an emergency guy, and all whatever else.
Back in Seattle.
Could be.
No, he's got
not Sam Darnold. Not Sam Darnold goes there. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Russie will end up with somebody they need an emergency guy. If you held a gun to my head, that's what I think right now. We got a super chat. Right. Justin doesn't trust the Lone Ranger. I don't know
Tennessee.
About that,
would Russie go to Tennessee? Nah.
I can see that. I can see Russie going to Tennessee, and they draft a quarterback. I can see it.
They ain't drafting quarterback number one. If they plan on signing Russ, they should trade down and just get more first round talent.
Man,
I agree, but you got to have a guy. You got to have a guy to be willing to trade with you. I agree.
If he doesn't go to Tennessee or Colts, where does he land?
I'm with you. Like I said, I think Russie might be out there on the market a little bit longer than everybody else.
Okay, we got 4 minutes left, Big G. Real quick, why are the Steelers dragging their feet, making these roster moves and stuff? And Monday is up on us. Today is the 7th. Monday is the 10th. Everything gets started. Why haven't they cut Larry Ogunjobi? Why haven't they, made some other moves that we thought they were going to make? Restructures and everything.
Well, they restructured Cole Holcomb, which freed up like about $4 to $5 million. That's already done. But that lets me know that Orlando Roberts is up out of there. The Ogunjobi, I think they're waiting to see if they can really get the guy that they want. They'll flip him and turn his money into a guy that they can get, and they'll outright just flat out cut him. But then the issue is the quarterback position, bro. And until they decide, and let me say this ain't the Steelers. Bro, this is Justin and his agent. You guys got to remember that Justin Fields' agent is Deshaun Watson's agent. They're the same freaking agent. So he's telling him, you're going to go test the market and check and see how the money. Because we're hearing reports all across the board that Justin's market value as far as dollars is lower than he wants to actually be. We've talked about on this show about $20 million. The market value they're talking about is like $12 or $11 million.
I heard that. I heard 12 to 15 range. Yeah, that would be good for him. Is what the market is they're gonna offer him. Mm-hmm. I think he's got to wait and see what the Jets gonna offer him.
Correct.
I tell you what, if you guys are in a situation to be able to do it, I would just put the nonsense to bed and just give him 15 a year for 3 years and be done with it.
They'll never do it.
Even as a backup, 15 is not bad. Gardner Minshew makes 14.
And Garner's on the block now too. They cut him. Gardner Minshew's on the block.
Well, that was just it. The disparity in the quarterback range. Who was Sam Darnold was $10 million a year. Minshew was $12 million a year this past year, and the gap between the last Darnold, this next to last Minshew, and the next quarterback was $25 million, and that was Geno Smith.
Facts.
So it's a whole gap of the market between 12 and 25. Geno was 25, and Minshew was 12 last year. And Justin is somewhere in there. Is he at the 12 to 15, or is he at the 18 to 20?
Yeah. What I'm hearing is that Justin wants the money. It doesn't matter about the years of the deal. So if Pittsburgh gives him a 1-year deal for the highest amount of bread, he'll take it. He wants the money. But if the 2 years of the money adds up to a better situation, he takes the money. Justin's trying to get the money because he knows he might not get a bag. He might not get a bag after this. So he wants the maximum amount of money he can get. That's what I'm hearing.
If he goes somewhere and plays well, he's going to get a bag, even the team that he signs with. I mean, so the Steelers, I think what they'll do is see what the Jets is offering. The Raiders is out of it now. They just got Geno.
Facts.
I think the Giants will go Aaron Rodgers, like you said.
Yep.
I think I think Derek Carr stays with the Saints. So I think in between the Jets and Steelers, if the Jets offering $20 million a year, high end, right? High end. Mm-hmm. And the Steelers want him, you just gotta give him 20.
Yeah.
2 for 40 and he'll sign with the Steelers.
Yep, facts. Total facts. Total facts. I agree. But like I said, his agent, don't forget, y'all, that his agent and Deshaun Watson's agent is the same. They're the same guy. So Deshaun, if there's anybody who knows how to fleece, it's Deshaun Watson agent. He knows how to get the big fleece.
Nah, the Browns did that. He ain't fleeced nobody. Browns did that to themselves. Browns did that to themselves.
Well, he worked it,
though. And the Browns called and said he left Cleveland meeting. He was going between Atlanta and New Orleans. They called Deshaun's agent and said, we'll give you whatever you want. $230 fully guaranteed. He's back in Cleveland. That's how that went down. His agent ain't do nothing special. Nothing special.
I think it might be a similar, not that amount of money, but it might be he leaves the Jets thing and they say, well, we'll give you 2 for 40. And then he tries to, maybe if he wants to be in Pittsburgh, he tries to counter. And I got to say this, and I'm done with it. The real deal of this is Garrett Wilson. I don't know why in the hell the Pittsburgh Steelers are not calling the Jets and saying, what do you want for him? I'll give you what you want. What you want, a first and a fourth? Here. Oh, I'm telling you, Garrett Wilson is huge in this.
I ain't doing that. He might be huge in his interest in the Jets, but I'm not doing that. A first and a fourth? I just keep my draft.
Yeah, I understand that, but I promise you, I give up a first for him today.
You give up a first, and you got to pay. You got to start paying him next year. Start paying.
I give a first for him today.
Won't give a first for wide receivers.
Why not?
Man.
What do you mean? This wide receiver draft is trash. There's only like 4 dudes in there. He's better than any of the guys in there. He's proven that he's one of the best wide receivers in the league with no quarterback. He's gotten 1,000 yards every year. What the heck do you mean? So
he has not proven that. He has not proven he's worth a first. And you don't have a quarterback. You have other things you need to be doing than trading multiple.
Yeah, I'm not trading my first
for a wide receiver.
I'd rather.
Where did
if I'm paying somebody, I'd rather go ahead and pay DeKalen. I'll pay DeKalen.
DeKalen Metcalf?
Yes, him.
Hell no.
If DK,
so I pay Garrett Wilson.
DK, no. Seattle said they want a first and a third for DK.
No way.
No way. They got to see the market move. Seattle say what they want them is what they're gonna get.
That's correct. That's them saying that he's not really available. They want a first.
Right, that's true.
And you're just saying the Jets ain't never said Garrett was available. You just say, here, take a first and a fourth. G, relax. Just calm down.
Bro, you never know till you ask.
You don't ask that way.
You said you pick up the phone and say, what do you want for Garrett Wilson?
No, I guarantee you that's not how the negotiations go.
That's how you pick up the phone and say, what the hell do you want for Garrett Wilson?
No, you offer something reasonable, but not all the way over the top. You just offered all the way over the top, what makes no sense. You don't have a quarterback.
Hey, this is for Big G. So yeah, man, you're going a little bit strong with that first for Garrett Wilson. First and a fourth? I'd rather just sit about first and draft the Buka and don't have to pay him for 5 years.
Offering way over asking price.
Gonna be there at 21.
If it's the housing market, is way over asking price, Big G.
Right, I understand, but Buka ain't gonna be there at 21. He's not.
One of the best 4 wide receivers in this class, which is all 4 of them have number 1 potentials, is going to be there if you want to take them at 21.
Maybe Matthew
might
Golden.
not play for Ohio State, but there will be one available.
I heard. I think
maybe Matthew Golden. Maybe.
I think Matthew Golden is at least of the 4 that I would want. Personally.
Exactly. That's my
T-Mac
point.
dude from Arizona is
top 10.
Man,
it's a lock. It's a lock. Top 10. So maybe Matthew Golden. Maybe. And I'll take Garrett Wilson over Matthew Golden all day and night and twice on Sundays. All day and night, twice on Sundays.
Super chat.
Go ahead and read. Then we're going to get out of here and get on OT.
Jay's Upper Teeth says, put Big G in the Matrix.
What for?
Because what I'm talking about Garrett Wilson. What I'm saying about
Garrett Wilson. Yeah.
First and the fourth.
He probably right, Big G. I mean, you're my brother from another mother. I hate to do it, but. That's what you Jay's upper
going
T.
up late and breaking news with Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, hot one. Hot news. That's a hot take. Biggie Bronco.
Yeah, we discussed it. You should have been here earlier. Come on, Big E.
On time.
B Dirt, that's a slow report.
This is most definitely a slow report.
Yeah. But hey, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. If you're watching this now, we're gonna jump on over to OT. B Dirt is running the shift this evening. We got a lot of different stuff to talk about. We'll just fall in line like we do at work. We'll just listen to the supervisor, Tyrant B Dirt Putin, whatever you want to call it. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thanks for joining us for another Friday night. Each and everybody that was here, man. It was a fun show. Now we get to go over here and have some more fun, but just not talking about the AFC North. We're going to talk about whatever B Dirt got lined up for us. So let's get out of here. We out.
Mamba out.